Hey, Mom, I just wanted to share a few things of how much you mean to me. You have been such an inspiration to me throughout my life, um, and how you live and how you treat others and um, how much you care for people. Uh, that's something that I try to live daily with my teaching and treating others. And you are a prime example of how to treat people right. Um, I am very appreciative of all the times that you've been there for me through thick and thin, being to all my sporting events, um, being there for me through trials that I've had in my life, and um, always being that rock, especially in the gospel. I love you very much. I just want to wish you a happy birthday, and thanks for all that you have done for me. Love you.
So, what mom means to me? Well, mom is my hero. Yeah, mom is everything I want to be in life. I look up to mom so much. I feel like mom is the most Christ like person I know. She's definitely the most patient and the nicest person I know. She always has a smile on her face, and she's always just willing to do anything for me. Even when I don't feel like I'm that great of a son sometimes, mom is always a great mom. And she always does a great job of letting me be myself, you know, um, and letting me have fun with my life. I'm very grateful for mom. Love you, mom. Thank you.
Just got off work, so I look real good right now. This is me in my natural form. But we're supposed to make this video for mom and talk about what she means to us and what mom means to me, and especially in recent years, as somebody who's become a really good friend. I think growing up, I was definitely a punk kid, and I didn't. We kind of maybe didn't have the strongest relationship, but as I grew older and as I grew in appreciation for the type of woman that you are and the your overall need to do good for other people and how much you love the gospel and um, how much you want to help others, really wisened me up, and I can't tell you how much I have loved becoming friends with you and having I love our little girl days that we do, and even when I come home from school and just sitting there and talking to you about my day, about what's going on, is something that's been really important to me and something that I've valued a lot. And so you've become a great role model to me, somebody that I really do look up to, and a good friend as well. And just want to let you know that I love you and happy birthday. And I hope that we are going to have you for many more years.
Happy birthday from Louisiana! When I was a little kid, before my dad got remarried, I spent a lot of time thinking about what type of mom that I would like to have. So I always thought of someone who was warm and funny and caring and just, was the pinnacle of the family. And I lucked out. My dad got remarried. That's exactly what I got. And I never imagined that I would get that twice when I married into Mark's family and found you guys. You've been so warm and loving and just welcoming to me since day one, and I really, really appreciate that. I've always felt like I was part of the plan, and continue to feel that way today, and that is due very much thanks to you. So, what do you mean to me? You are the mom that I never thought I'd actually have, and if I got to, create a mom out of my imagination, it's pretty much spot on exactly what you are. So you are an amazing mother-in-law, and I hope you know that I really appreciate everything you've done to make me a part of the family, and that I really appreciate how wonderful and beautiful of a family you've raised. I wish we could be there with you. You were there? Yeah, there with you today. But unfortunately, we are stuck in Louisiana for a little while. But hey, we'll see you soon in July when we come out for Nick's wedding. So happy birthday, and I will talk to you in a few months.
What does mom mean to me? Best way I guess I can explain it is to say that mom has been a sort of constant reservoir of warmth and kindness and patience. There were plenty of times in my life where I've sort of felt like I didn't deserve to be treated that way. Felt a lot of sort of contempt from people, and felt kind of like I didn't deserve to be treated with kindness and warmth and patience. And mom was always there to provide that for me. And you know, I think it's kind of, all of us really laugh at mom whenever, one of the funniest things we see is when she really gets angry. And I think the fact that we all respond with laughter to that is because it's so completely out of her character. You really, really have to push mom to get her to be angry. And even then, she's just not someone that you can see being angry. So I love you, Mom. Thank you for everything that you've done for me. I don't think you'll ever really know how important you were to me as a young person, and how important you continue to be. So thank you.
What Ruthie means to me. Ruthie, you have been a great mother-in-law. When I hear all the horror stories that my friends have about their mother-in-laws, I don't even have one horror story. I think you're a great mother-in-law, and you always have been. You're always willing to help me and Amanda whenever you can, and you always are happy and in good spirits, and I think you're a great person, and I like to be around you and talk to you.
The end. Okay. What does mom mean to me? I wrote this down because I'm not particularly good at remembering or being sappy, so I'm going to read it. Hope that's okay. Mom has always been my soft place to land. She is always there for me. I remember every day I would come home from school, I would walk through the front door, and she was always there to greet me. If she was in the other room, she would call out to see who was there. She would always wait up for me and would ask me how my night went. She would listen to all the drama, all the stories about the boys I would hang out with. She was always genuinely interested in my life. I look back now and realize how much that meant to me. Not all moms do that. I always felt like she genuinely cared about me and my happiness. Now that I'm an adult, I don't depend on her as much. But I know she would be there at the drop of a hat if I needed her. Mom is the only one who laughs until she cries at my jokes, because not everybody thinks that I'm that funny. Mom is basically me. So, yeah, she probably gets me the most because her and I are a lot alike. So anyways, happy 60th birthday, Mom. Love you. Bye.
When I think about a mother or a grandmother, I think of someone pretty special. I think that all those things is what Ruth is, for sure. I am happy that she birthed my husband, number one. And number two, I am happy and looking forward to those memories that my kids get to make with her as my grandma, as their grandma. I don't know. What else do you say? Honest truth. We love Ruth.
All right, Mom. For your birthday, I guess I'm supposed to come up with what you mean to me and what you've taught me in my life. I don't think the words really could express how much you mean to me, but I'll try to do my best. I just think back to childhood and all that good, being raised in the household full of very rambunctious boys, and how I have 3 kids myself now, and how I look back to that and how much of an example you are to me. Your ability to be calm always. I think I've only seen you lose your cool once. And you threatened to kick me in my good parts. But I think it's pretty amazing that you've been able to always be calm, loving, and able to always be an example of what a good, great mom should be. And I always just try my best to be as good as you are as far as being a parent. And I find myself when I lose my cool a little bit, and I do that a lot with these boys, and I always think back of how did my mom do it. So pretty special to have a mom that's able to always keep cool, always be happy, always be very, very loving, and always genuinely caring about what's best for us. I love you, and happy birthday.
First, I want to say happy birthday, Ruth. And gosh, when I think about what Ruth means to me, I think that there are 3 main things that I've learned from her so far in my life. And the first is patience. My goodness, to have 7 children and make it through with such grace, that defines Ruth. She just really is such an incredible example of service and not losing your temper ever. I mean, I can't imagine her even losing her temper. And I really appreciate her ability to let things just roll off her shoulders. She doesn't take anything too seriously and always seems to have a giggle ready to give, and an ability to just hang out and enjoy life. And the third thing I would say is to thank her for raising such an amazing son. I'm so blessed to be married to Paul and to be a part of such a wonderful family. And when I hear horror stories about mother-in-laws and how crazy they can be, I think, oh my goodness, I am so lucky. I remember when I first got married, Ruth gave me a book called The Proper Care and Feeding of Husbands. And I remember thinking, this could be interesting. But she hasn't been an overbearing mother-in-law for 1 second. And I could probably still learn a lot from that book. And she was just trying to help a sister out. So thank you, Ruth. Thank you for all of your love. And I hope you have the best birthday ever.
Hi, Mom. Happy birthday. So I had the benefit of being able to see everyone's videos and before I did mine, as I'm the video coordinator. And it was apparent in watching everyone else's videos that there's a common theme here. Well, a couple of common themes. One, we all really suck at expressing our feelings. And 2, I felt like everyone, expressed in one way or another how you always put yourself before others. And I just remember 2 stories from growing up that expressed this to me. One being every time I had a basketball game, there was always some sort of nice thing that was left for me in my room. And even though I was probably a punk teenager and didn't express my gratitude, I still look back at that and think of how nice it was. Even though it was a small thing, it still had a big impact on me, because you always gave me my favorite treat, oatmeal cream pies, but also because it just made me know that you were thinking of me and supporting me through that part of my life. The other was during my mission, and it was without fail every single week you wrote me, and that had a big impact on me. Even though I didn't write you every single week, and like the last 6 months I didn't really write, I still received a letter from you every single week, and it was really uplifted me and helped me through my mission to hear words from you on a weekly basis. Because I don't know, I think it would have been really hard if I went to the mailbox one week and there wasn't anything there, even though I wasn't really reciprocating. So I think about, you know, what a legacy is, and what legacy you've left behind, and what legacy I want to leave behind. And I get to work with a lot of people who, you know, their job defines them, or their hobbies define them, or the sports that they like define them. But you know, when I look at your life, I really see service as what defines you. To raise 7 crazy children takes a saint, and really, I mean, I don't really remember a time where, you know, you wanted something for yourself. You were always serving others and always trying to make sure and put our needs in front of your own. So I want to thank you for that legacy and that example that you've set. And I love you, and I hope that you have a great, happy 60th birthday.
So, Grandma.
And Grandpa. Since you're 1360 this year, we wanted to give you the best present ever. Time with us.